The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. Have you been emotionally devastated by the price action of XRP yet? Do you feel absolutely devastated? Is optimism still part of your outlook? Because I'll be honest and say that I've noticed a lot of negative volatility recently. Holy cow, the capitulation is real. There seems to be an overwhelming number of individuals who are visibly discouraged and bitter as a result of the current price movement, regardless of whether they have actually sold anything. And yet, here I am, knowing the larger picture, and I simply enjoy a great day every day. XRP in particular will have long-term viability, and the crypto asset class as a whole. Either I'm correct or I'm wrong. What happens in the near term doesn't always portend the future. This price action today definitely doesn't, though. Volatility is normal. This isn't even limiting itself to crypto volatility, by the way. I will emphasize that several markets are down. In other words, it doesn't matter if you're being slightly pessimistic at the moment, it's too late. You have arrived at the correct spot, because I will give you a plethora of reasons why you shouldn't be afraid and why, instead, you should be enthusiastic and hopeful about the most probable outcome, even if, I must confess, we can't know with absolute certainty. One analyst has said, actually, it looks like XRP wants higher right now, and I'm going to share their thoughts with you. Some people are feeling really scared because XRP is now 55 cents, but it dropped to 53 cents in the last day, and I bought Bitcoin at $56,710, but it dropped to $55,994 as well. 27 out of 100 for market anxiety and crypto gloom, and I'll offer something comforting since I know it to be true. The fact remains. The current fearful market will, at some unspecified time in the future, turn greedy, and eventually extremely greedy. When that occurs, I can assure you that I will be exposed to this asset class. However, even in bull markets, there is no guarantee of a straight line of ascent. I've had an amazing year. I had a fantastic year. Keep moving forward in a positive way, isn't it? However, you should not assume that the market will constantly test your mettle. Examine this headline, then. I found this information in a post someone made on X. The heading is XRP Bull Run to begin in 30 days. I thought you might find it interesting. Professionals in the field of analysis state. Accordingly, I will skip the middleman and get right to the point. It was widely spread, that much is true. The sentiment is nice, and it has 104,000 views. I make no claims about knowing the exact schedule. Therefore, we will find out whether this man is right in the end. However, he did have some insight, it's valuable. Some valid points have been raised. I intend to read his remarks in their entirety before offering my 2 cents. Look at this, though. He predicted that XRP's price will begin to rise in 30 days, when the bull run begins. After October, you'll start to see XRP moving, but by November or December, you'll have missed your chance to accumulate XRP below $3, let alone $1. However, early 2025 will bring exciting price action for XRP, particularly if an XRP ETF is successfully launched. The crypto market is clueless about bull runs and XRP XP's position in them, thus anyone claiming differently is missing the point. Absolutely, XRP's value will skyrocket in the next half a year. Consequently, I am undoubtedly one of the many people who remain hopeful and bullish. So, a couple things. First, I'm not sure the XRP/ETF issue will be all that significant. Things like that can give you a short burst of optimism, but only in the short term. But let's put aside the question of the real flow of funds. I've already said my thing on the subject. Little matter. This is always the case, though, therefore I think it is a major lesson to learn. In order to participate in the run, you must either have exposure beforehand or not. Now, I can't say for sure that this timetable is accurate, but the fun part is that it could be, especially given the current bull market, and when things do happen, they happen, oh boy, quite quickly. Some people think it will never happen. And nothing changes until it's no longer true, exactly like the For example, XRP seemed to go drifting around 20 cents for months 4 years ago, but suddenly, it soared to 80 cents in what felt like a week. Great price movement, I see. After all that SEC gibberish, it naturally crashed and burned again. To what depth did it fall? 1,617 pence. Whatever it was, I don't recall it being that high, but it dropped. And then, shockingly, it skyrocketed to $2 in a matter of months, even after it was supposed to die out, all because of the SEC story. You can't predict when something will happen, but the whole asset class is moving in the same direction. To suggest that XRP won't be one of the coins riding the bull market is, in my opinion, totally irrational, ludicrous, idiotic, and foolish. Thus, I would agree with you on that general issue. Regarding precise dates or budgets, I just cannot comment. I abstain from participating in the art of price prediction as I am not a chart guy. It was something I delegated to others to try. But I can confidently state, in general, that I agree that it makes perfect sense for XRP to reach a new all-time high in interest price discovery at some unspecified future date. In my opinion, XRP is a component of the larger crypto pie that will result from increased investment in the cryptocurrency market, as evidenced by the high level of continual adoption over the past decade. As a result, what might possibly prevent that from occurring? The idea that it couldn't happen defies logic. Further reading, the overall decline in whale activity across most crypto assets has become more and more noticeable, quoted in a post from a sentiment analysis business on Chain Sentiment. Weeks with Bitcoin and Ethereum transactions of $100,000 or more, relative to the past, peak in 2024. Even though I don't think it's essential, the data they're mentioning are right there on your screen. To make my point, it is essential that I do this. Because what they do is, they continue by saying that dumping isn't always the result of less activity. Since that is the case, it is not shocking. It's just that during periods of extreme enthusiasm, there will be an abundance of everything, even whales entering distribution and selling at the peak of pricing. Their observations, nonetheless, are now clear to you. This is the very last section where they detail all of the whale-related activities. Despite a decrease in total transactions, sentiment data still shows a consistent flow of accumulation. Friends, I must confess that I have never witnessed whales in their role as accumulators. I've never seen whales fall flat on their faces, so let's just say that they're going to be in a bind for what seems like the first time in my knowledge. You can't see beyond the immediate hurt. Sure, things will get better, but in the long run, they'll be completely mistaken. And those who are selling on emotions are absolutely correct. This is something I've never heard of before. Seeing my video is an honor. Show your support by subscribing to my channel. I'll see you later, goodbye.